Hello everyone, welcome to the Stock Trader channel. If you'd like to create a free Demat account with Alice Blue, click the link in the description and fill out your details. And once you've uploaded the required documents, your account will be activated within 24 hours. And you can also get intraday recommendation calls and learn robo trading software for free. Now, let's see how the 2019 elections will affect the Indian stock market, its history, relations, and the impact of it. Now, the general election 2019 is the thing that every investor is waiting for. But let's see why the elections are considered to be so important for the stock markets and why everyone associated with the stock market is saying that this election will be a key trigger for the markets. Let's explore the facts behind this and see where the markets are expected to head. Now let's see the relation between the election and the stock market first. The general election results decide the apex authorities for the country. The elected party will be responsible for the policy formulation and other economic decisions for the country. These decisions directly related to the stock prices as the favorable policies lead to industry growth and vice versa. In the pre-election period, generally the government's past actions and election manifesto are considered to be the indicators for the future. Therefore, if investors find the government optimistic on certain sectors, then they start betting on the best possible stocks among that industry or sector, which further drives the prices. This is the only relation between the stock market and the general election. The upcoming 2019 election is a litmus test of the BJP government. The biggest regulatory changes, tax reforms, GST, demonetization have been carried by this government. Moreover, the export policies and other policies boost small businesses are the key takeaways in the last 5 years. The biggest rating agencies like Moody's as well as firms like Morgan Stanley are optimistic about India's growth, which is positive for the stock markets. Looking at the recent correction, it's a bit confusing that about where the market could lead. Analysis of the historical numbers can derive this relation well. Now let's look at the Sensex, the elections and its performance. To analyze the facts behind the election rally, we have analyzed the Sensex prices for the last 4 elections. We have also considered the year preceding to the election year to see the exact impact of the Sensex, the pre and the post election period. In October 1999, the Sensex was at 4,444 and the year preceding election year, the October 1998, the Sensex was 2,812, so there was a growth of 58.03%. In May of 2004, which was the election year, Sensex was at 4,759, and the year preceding that election year, May 2003, the Sensex was 3,180, so again there was a growth of 49.64%. In the election year, May 2009, the Sensex was at 14,625, and the year preceding to that, May 2008, Sensex was at 16,415, which showed a growth of minus 10.91%. So here there was a negative growth. And in the election year of May 2014, the Sensex was at 24,217, and the year preceding the election year, May 2013, the Sensex was at 19,760. So there was a growth of 22.56%. It can be clearly seen that 3 out of 4 times the markets have rallied in the post election phase. So it can be generally said that elections do rally the stock markets, and it's a positive news. The above table shows the history, which shows us the positive sign for the markets in the upcoming period. The election period is near now, and one can easily expect the rally with these historical numbers. The rally could be a short run rally where the short term buying and selling could be beneficial. But if you're a long term investor, then you should analyze election impacts well. Let's shed some light on the possible impact of the 2019 general elections on the stock market. Now, the general election 2019 are not only important for the BJP, but for all the stock market investors. The best example for this is the market movements in 1991. In this year, the markets have shot up almost by 200% due to the good economic reforms and strong budgets. The same thing can be observed in 99, which is the technological boom era where the stock markets have appreciated very well. It's not only the election which drives the stock market rally at the same time, the decisions made by the government are also important. But in the longer term, the decisions of the government and the economic growth matter more. The BJP government have made some great economic decisions during the last 5 years. The changes like GST implementation, demonetization are examples among them. However, with the market perspective, these changes have created many buying opportunities in the market and also offered boom to sectors like logistics and manufacturing and so on. In the year 2017, which was considered as the greatest one, the markets have reached to its all-time highs. In 2019 election can bring a volatility in the markets, however, the strong economic growth can offset this. If the election results come in the favor of BJP, then it may turn a big positive. The investors would start betting on the sectors where progressive government policies would be pointing out. IT, pharma industries, as well as textile and paper industries are some of the key beneficiaries of last year. Now, let's look at the stock market in 2019. The beginning of this year would be news driven for the markets. Any positive news in the global economy or the individual sector can turn its markets green. So, short term investors need to be on their toes during this period. In an upcoming election year, short term investors have to keep a close watch on the market news, sector news, and upcoming events in the market. On the other hand, the long term investor needs to analyze the impacts of all the external and internal factors like the news, the company fundamentals, and so on. According to market pundits, the BJP's reign is likely to continue in the upcoming election too. The strong growth rate and the stable economic policies would be the key positives in that case for the stock market in 2019. On the sectoral level, the stock markets are expected to see a boom in the IT stocks due to the implementation of the artificial intelligence by the Indian IT conglomerates. Moreover, the stocks from domestic paper, cable, and textile sectors are expected to benefit also. The government's optimistic plans for infrastructures and railways would be the key aspects to watch. Many investors are waiting for the election results to get a proper insight into these sectors. So let's wait and watch. Now, what should be your strategy in this time? Even though the markets are expected to boom ahead of the 2019 elections, this results can turn the situation. In the current situation where markets have corrected, one needs to have a crystal clear strategy for investing. To formulate the strategy for investing in this stage, one needs to dig the fundamentals as well as the news analysis. To carry this analysis, years of experience and expertise is advised. In the choppy market situation where there are many multi-baggers at discounted price doing it on their own could be a lethal proposition. Investors should take professional help during this time to grab the best possible opportunities from the markets. Here are some of the things that you need to keep an eye out for. First is the nature and the outlook of the business or the company in which you're looking to invest in, the uniqueness of their business model, what kind of profitability can you expect and is being projected, the quality of the company's management, the debt and equity ratio of the company to see if the company is properly funded or if they are have heavily in debt, and you should look at the valuation of the company, and you should also learn to control your anxiety just generally as an investor because it'll help in making better decisions and not be controlled by your emotions. Thank you for watching this video. For more videos on stock market and trading, please subscribe to this channel. If you'd like to create a free Demat account with Alice Blue, click the link in the description and fill out your details. And once you've uploaded the required documents, your account will be activated within 24 hours. You'll also get intraday recommendation calls and you can learn robo trading software for free.